Most people think ADHD just involves struggling to focus or being easily distracted, but there are 5 hidden symptoms of ADHD almost everyone ignores. Let's start off with one of the weirdest symptoms. Symptom number 1. Have you been clumsy and regularly having accidental bumps, knocks, or trips? Perhaps you've accidentally walked into doors or even tripped up on your own feet. Well, in about 50% of ADHD cases, there is a co-occurring disorder called developmental coordination disorder, which can result in extreme clumsiness and perceptual issues and problems with things like balance. So if you're tripping up over your own legs or you find yourself just knocking into things, or you're just generally accident prone, this might be indicative of ADHD. Of course, people with ADHD can also become hyper-focused and fixated on one thing, and this might also affect spatial awareness. Additionally, those of ADHD can also suffer with problems with short-term memory, making it more likely they might perhaps put a stove on, forget that they've done that, and then put their hand on it. One study in fact found that ADHD comes with an increased risk of unintentional injuries. Of course, do see a doctor to rule out any physical causes of perceptual or balance issues. But this next ADHD symptom might be even weirder. Symptom number 2. When you experience even a mild rejection, does it really sting? Like really, really sting? For example, maybe you suggest a new idea to your boss and they don't like it. Or you ask a friend if they want to go to the cinema tonight and they say no. And then suddenly you're feeling really hurt, shamed, unworthy, or sad. Well, rejection sensitivity dysphoria, or RSD, is a common symptom connected with ADHD. Those who have ADHD are often really sensitive to rejection and can feel intense emotion when they perceive rejection. This might be because people with ADHD have a different brain structure, which involves reduced activity in the prefrontal cortex, also known as the thinking brain, which may be an area of the brain responsible for managing emotional reactions. And if that is you, don't worry, because even I can sometimes have some RSD too. And yes, I'm a human being too, would you believe it or not? Now, this next symptom of ADHD gets even stranger. Symptom number 3. Are you getting unexplained migraines or headaches frequently? One large study of over 43,000 total participants found a significant positive association between ADHD and migraines. Now, of course, correlation is not causation, so I'm not saying ADHD causes migraines or vice versa, but there may be some kind of relationship between the two conditions. Researchers aren't quite exactly sure why ADHD and migraines are associated, but one theory is that the neurotransmitters involved in ADHD, namely dopamine and noradrenaline, are also involved in the pathology of migraines. Now, this next ADHD symptom is quite unexpected. Symptom number 4. So let me ask you a really personal question. Are you really struggling with managing your weight? Is your BMI or body mass index at 25 or above? As it happens, one large study of over 700,000 participants found a significant association between having ADHD and being overweight or obese. Now, again, correlation is not causation, but it might be that because ADHD often comes with poorer impulse control, this might affect ADHD-affected individuals' ability to adhere to a healthy diet and to avoid overstimulating sugary foods and drinks and so forth. Interestingly, this study found that those of ADHD who were medicated had about a 40% lower rate of obesity compared to those who were not medicated. But this last symptom of ADHD is perhaps the strangest of them all. Symptom number 5. If you've ever thought to yourself, why am I awake at midnight but exhausted at 8 AM? That can happen a lot with ADHD, and it might be partly hormonal. You see, your body uses 2 daily signals. The first one is melatonin, which is it's nighttime signal. In many people with ADHD, melatonin can kick in later, so your body isn't getting the sleep now message on time like everyone else. And the second hormone is cortisol, and that's the power up for the day signal. Now, it normally rises in the morning to help you feel alert, but in some people with ADHD, that rise can be delayed or weaker, so mornings can feel like moving through mud. So it's not that people with ADHD necessarily choose bad sleep routines or something, it's just that their body clock is shifted later. Research suggests that people with ADHD can have blunted and delayed melatonin and cortisol cycles. And what's more interesting is that individuals with ADHD have also been found to have smaller pineal gland, which is the part of the brain that produces and secretes melatonin. Additionally, insomnia is present in about 80% of people with ADHD. Now, of course, if you are having sleep or energy level issues, then do get that checked with a doctor, because it might be ADHD, but there's also a bunch of other conditions it could be too, like sleep apnea, for example. So, have you experienced any of these symptoms? Please let me know in the comments below, because you're probably not alone. Now, if you do have ADHD, then please check out the link in the description below, which contains resources that can help you to manage your ADHD better. Now, just a heads up that these aren't official ADHD symptoms, but technically are what we call comorbidities, which are basically related secondary conditions. So please do not self-diagnose yourself with ADHD after watching this video. However, if you are concerned about having ADHD, then do see a psychiatrist or a clinical psychologist to do a formal ADHD assessment. Now, often ADHD does come with an elevated level of anxiety, and there are 5 hidden symptoms of anxiety, which I cover in this video here. And remember, this video is not a replacement for psychiatric or medical diagnosis, treatment, or advice.